Johnny Depp, of course, won his defamation trial against his ex-wife Amber Heard overnight. It's been everywhere, hasn't it? All over the world, this verdict. And in a statement, Johnny Depp said, 6 years ago, my life changed forever. The jury gave me my life back. I am truly humbled. And Amber Heard has also spoke out saying, the disappointment today, I feel, is beyond words. I'm even more disappointed with this verdict and what it means for other women. It is a setback. Well, it's reported that Amber Heard is now preparing to appeal the verdict. We're joined by celebrity divorce lawyer Christopher Melcher. A very good morning to you, Christopher. I know you've been talking a lot about this case on Twitter and other places in your professional capacity. So what is your reaction to the verdict?
Well, these are unpredictable. We have a jury who's listened to this evidence, and basically it's a he said, she said case, and they believe Johnny. And after hearing some really heart-wrenching testimony by both parties, but Amber just wasn't believed, and then that's why the jury came out the way they did. So unpredictable, but a win for Johnny, and not really clear what Amber does at this point.
And it's interesting, isn't it? Because, of course, when there was a libel case in the UK against the Sun newspaper, Johnny Depp lost. And in this case, it was a judge who was listening to the case, and the judge decided that they did believe Amber. And, of course, now in America, it's been the opposite verdict. So what do you think Amber Heard's team, if you were advising her now, what would her appeal be based on?
Well, there's really no good grounds to appeal. Both parties had a fair trial. They got to put in their evidence, and there are differences between the two cases. In the UK, the case was not against Amber, it was against the Sun. So in the United States, Amber was the adverse party, and Johnny was able to bring in more evidence and more extensive cross-examination, I think, in the United States than was allowed. Also is that they had a test run, really, in the first case, and Johnny was able to learn from that, and Amber also, and kind of retool their presentations. But ultimately, the case is very easy to track if you follow one side versus the other, and in the UK case, Amber was believed. But in the US case, she was not.
And that's very difficult, particularly, and Amber Heard refers to this, about domestic abuse cases, because, of course, it is behind closed doors, and it is often the basis of the belief of one witness versus the other. In this particular case, though, was there a problem in the sense that, given the level of physical violence that was being described by Amber Heard, there was no doctor's evidence, or at the time she never sought any medical help? Is that, in a way, where it all changed in the case, that she couldn't produce the fact that she's walking on broken glass and other things, or had her nose broken, that she didn't seek medical advice at that point?
Well, there were striking inconsistencies in her statement, and even without cross-examination, the things that she was describing that happened to her really, at least in my mind, didn't add up. So even the lack of documentation for her claims made me believe that there was more going on, because what she described just inherently didn't sound credible. And then when you add that there weren't evidence for it, and then when you add on top of that the photographs that we saw, there was evidence that those had been doctored, and that there were photographs of her one day with a bruise and the other day without a bruise. And when you put all that together, it made it extremely difficult to believe her.
And what do you make, then, of the particular line in her statement which she says, it sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously? Do you think that this case will have a sort of chilling effect?
Well, I hope not. And we really need to balance the need to protect and support people who come out against their abusers versus the rights of the accused. And ultimately here, I don't think that this is an attack on Me Too. This is really just looking at the evidence and seeing whether it's credible or not, and she wasn't believed. And when somebody makes allegations against somebody it's not believed, we should support the accused rather than the accuser. So it's really, I think, just taking a step back rather than just jumping to conclusions and believing everything that we're told.
Yeah, OK. Chris Melcher, thank you so much for joining us this morning for your sort of neutral-ish point of view on the case. Thank you so much. Obviously, there's still more to come out if there is going to be an appeal. And, of course, we will bring you that more news of that when we get it. But
don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.